starts right now between Team Secret and T1.
Oh, this was outrageously good.
On to the next round of playoffs. We're going to figure that out today as we do hop into this beautiful map.
Right, we get into this.
So
T1 on defense, Team Secret on attack, and Jeremy has a raid boss frenzy.
Have the frenzy given over, got the half armor as well. So Team
I
Secret
just went
really
plus 17 in the series. Yeah,
is meant to go
him on he was so big on Ascent.
Survive afterwards. You've got the double blast pack, no boom bot. They're not looking for information.
Yeah, just gonna send it as soon as they possibly can. Let's see how this works out for them.
What does the chamber get?
As they're going to
Whoa.
be potentially rushing into the B site.
Okay, well, we're already mixing it up from T1. We've got a brand new one. Don't want to take your TP now, that's for sure.
And undershots and will actually go down to NDG already.
There's a lot of people here though
Still
for
got
T1.
the hold, though, with the toxic screen and the spike being dropped and the snake
They
bite
maybe
being
had a
there.
pretty good read
So
on
little
this, to
risky.
be
Jeremy
honest.
will salvage
Heavier
it
stack
for the
over
time
towards
being.
A
So
with a
while
fast
Skirt
rotate
goes
towards
out,
B.
It looked a little rough. He's whipping all three first shots, but he buys enough time for the backup to arrive. Borkum, though, great deep lurk in.
Rossi, wait for your teammate.
We'll see if they expect this. Rossi going to be the first one to go down. And now Borkum just continuing to lurk on the backside there, being very annoying for the team. Takes a little trade here with Saya player. But this should be the plant on C eventually. As the paint shells, a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, hard retake now.
Okay.
That's for
A
sure.
little bit more than you would have wanted for sure, but I do like that Borkum came back for backup. Allows there to be a crossfire, and Team Secret's looking to push into the smoke.
This in the new patch? No, new patch is going to be Shanghai, first time we see it. Hyper nerfs in Shanghai. Ooh, nice shots, man. Fair play.
Picks up 3 for himself.
Okay, fast pistol. NDG's been looking a little bit better.
Yeah, NDG is someone that has, I think, slowly and very quietly been catching a lot of people's eyes, right? He's not the one
I
who's
think
always
that's
the
very
catalyst for
fair.
the team,
I think
but
last
he's
week
really
it
figured
was,
out how to be in the right place at the right time
last
to
week I
get
was
those
pretty-
trades, make sure that he can capitalize on his just
pretty
calm
impressive.
aim. You know, gets the first kill against Excured as well. Borkum coming back into the site to make sure the plan can happen. That's a great call. The push into the smoke too. I mean, Saya gets, you know, the double kill.
I thought it was after. There was loads of people saying, loads of people that said it was in Shanghai. So it's, I'm not 100%.
I think the way I would describe that is here's Excured once again, and these shots are just not landing. So
Does the coach count as import rule? No, import's only for players.
Yeah, so Excured pushing out, taking these shots. I do like that. Something that some people noticed ever since Excured picked up the IGLing role is that he hasn't been able to be as aggressive. And him playing the chamber, they rely on him being aggressive, taking space over. So he's going to have to continue to just challenge his own confidence to try to take these shots. But again, obviously, if you don't land it, you're not gaining anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's very early on in
What's
the
the
best
import
of three,
rule? I
and
mean,
think,
one import,
you know,
basically.
Just getting that out of your system
Yes.
very early on, you know, it's a kind of a ego round for yourself anyway. So see what you can do. Maybe you hit a nice shot. Maybe you don't.
Yeah, this is nice though in terms
And
of
at the end
farming
of
up
day,
the
there's still a lot of time
raise.
in the series. So
want to get
see
that
what you
all
can get
online.
going as Team Secret looking to slowly push into A.
That's-
But Saya player with this Marshall. Gonna pick
Wait,
up
what
an
gun
early
was
kill here on a
this
Jesse
that he
Vosh.
took
Here
down?
comes the push onto the site.
I think that was just a Spectre.
But Carpe actually going to win that one with the Classic, but the rest of Team Secret is swarming in. A decent hold so far from the side of T1.
Yeah, and Jeremy just trying to get the...
Team Secret's still going to get this plant.
Hey, what though? I mean, this is a one shot. This is a one shot.
Members that are absolutely one shot here.
Not saying
for
it's gonna
Saya.
win, but
You can do
damage.
some damage. It's great news that Borkum has full armor, because that might be what saves them to make sure that they clinch out this round. Obviously, the positioning very beneficial for Secret. But it is Saya with a scope. We know what he's capable of with this, and he's definitely
Did I
going
say
to
the
go
Yay
for it.
drama?
This
Is
a
this
free
the fact
upgrade
that
anyway.
their coach is playing
Absolutely.
in
Take out the
in
turret,
one day of prac?
and they know exactly
Could
which
me,
direction
it
it's
could be
coming
nothing,
from.
bro.
There's not a
The
lot
amount of times like a
but,
coach or someone has to play because someone's
obviously-
sick is quite a lot, but
He's looking to see what he
I
can
get
see. He's not
the
gonna hit
I
that
get the
one.
convenient timing.
And now he's just kind of on the
I
run
understand
here.
what people are looking at it.
Okay, he's going to try to just go
We'll
for the
see what
save
happens.
and see if he can pick up one extra exit. No, he's just going to go for the death. He wants the extra exit kills as well. And he'll just go, you know,
Right.
it's not the end of the world for Saya.
I
Given
tell you
the
what though,
position he
it's
was in,
in
you're not giving
the
over
fact
a
that they
free
bought
ult door.
so
It's
heavy
not too
and they
bad,
lost
considering
2 guns,
Jeremy's
they'll
only
take
2
that.
points away from his showstopper already.
I played for
That's
Liquid, yeah, I
crazy.
played
They
loads
have
for
been
Liquid.
feeding him orbs. He only has one
Maybe didn't
kill.
always have the best setups.
Yeah, I think he got both plants.
Pretty much
right?
just
So
with the whole point to
absolutely
try and
trying
prove
to
how good the judge
build
was back
that
then.
up as fast
That was
as
like my main
possibly
thing.
can. Borkum just pretty clean
I would
there.
just fill in
Looks
and
over
just
the
do
right
strats
side,
around
picks
it
up
was
a
fun.
second kill. It wasn't the cleanest entry onto the site, but They got the job done.
Yeah, you know, it's an anti-eco.
The top frag in the scrims, some. I only had one standout scrim.
Fast push in, and Saya holds the ground. He's very low though, so Secret, they're gonna want to continue to push this.
I think I might have done it twice, maybe once. It only happened once, I'm pretty sure.
Borkum did get one before he went down, and now Team Secret thinking about rotating with this spike over towards B. As we already see, NDG is pretty deep into this one. Team Secret, they just have to retake. But let's see if they even plant here. They might just try to look to wrap all the way around onto C.
Yeah, I think that might be the good call here as well. Carpe, a good shutdown. And the other thing is Rossi pushing out of C is also a great idea, right? Rather than being there, knowing that B has been giving over, and now you have to wait for a potential crossfire, he's positioning himself where he can only watch one angle. You can still regroup for the retake. You know you have the numbers advantage. You have the buy round. You don't want to give over weapon upgrades. It's fluid movement. Bit of a turret miss there. It's those moments that you wish.
That was so good. Dude, the way he just looked down on it. Like, wait, what?
Let's just blame the turret for that one.
Jesse on his own. I mean, honestly, if NDG gets to the angle and spams a little bit, then there's a chance for Jesse.
One of them with a ghost.
It's to the angle.
Jesse Vash, let's see if he can pull off a miracle. No, he's just going to die instead.
I think it wouldn't have made sense because he can still play like they don't know where he is, but the turret kind of gives that away.
He's just trying to draw them out, see if he can pick up some extra kills here. Get towards that lockdown. He gets one, forces them to peek him. He gets two. Oh man, I thought we might have been on for a
He
shame.
gave that a really good go as well. We got double armor rebuy, got 3 guns. That was a solid attempt, man. He did great damage.
Pretty big economic damage considering that Secret stuck with a pure bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that was a very nice little cheeky maneuver right there at the end from NDG, just getting so much value in a position where generally you're not going to get much at all. As T1 were looking for the 4v2 retake there, so pretty good job done.
Fnatic had a working system last year and struggled to coach his teams.
Now on the board,
yeah, I think there's a lot of issues that are like, you know, when you like look at NRG and it looks like there's like 10 different issues. Fnatic feels a little bit like that, and they're slowly sorting out each one.
All right, he's not taking the
Obviously,
risks
it's
anymore,
nowhere near as bad. It's probably a bad comparison. But
into this, right? The fact that Obscure doesn't greed for it.
This feels like there's multiple things going wrong.
Yeah,
dude,
first kill from NDG. This guy is on
is that not really heavy committed pause from Omen on your massive buy round?
Yeah. So this is round 4, and they already got a kill. So let's see what he can get done. He needs to get it. He is in. He's going to miss it. Down he will go. Very unfortunate for him. Rossi is on 2 health, so there's that. But not.
Oh man, it's a sloppy round, bro. It's a sloppy round.
Rough. And now, I mean, they're just trying to force the Secret's just piling through the poison cloud. I mean, they're sending it. Sure, you might get a kill, but
43 and 11 HP. Wait, how much does Envy actually got? 70.
The spike's already stranded within the site. Saya still has the revolving door control, so worst case, he can always delay them. They see them going through. It's a high-low setup as well. I mean, Envy expects it, but this is rough. Yeah, I mean, how do you win that?
Yeah, T1
hey, it's a great start for T1, really, considering they lost pistol. Did this got,
to say the least. Yeah, very much forced, it felt like.
Yes,
I really didn't like their defensive setup, though, I'm not gonna lie.
And then, you know, the first person, like, if it was
I think on any other comp, like an Omen committed here would probably work. I know he missed some shots. The fact that there's a chamber in this team,
there we go.
You're gonna be pretty aware of that angle anyway.
Good repositioning as well.
That's like my main issue with it, because when you're playing against a chamber, you gotta be aware of all those off angles.
Blast packs coming in, and now Team Secret. I mean, they would have wished to do more conditioning, but they have to start over right now with an aggressive
smoke to counter the one-way prowler all the way through. Early control at least.
5 upgraded pistols, and that's about it. Some half armors.
Wish Astra got buffed. I mean, there's a big patch again soon after Shanghai. There's a chance for it. It's meant to be mainly duelist, but I really don't think Astra needs one. But Omen also has pretty high pick rate, so there might be something small.
You also have to consider the fact that for the first 3 rounds, you know, it was NDG and Borkum with the bulk of the kills. Almost no one else had any kills.
But they spotted chamber ready. Yeah, but you're still gonna be like in that mode. It's not like you're gonna see a chamber and you're gonna forget all the angles. You're still gonna be in that mode of just like you've been so drilled into it in like the pre-game that it's a chamber and like the whole of probably prac as well that you got to be checking all these angles. Like if I was Team Secret in practice and I knew I was playing against the chamber, like I'd be making sure that they like are literally just pre-aiming all those angles still no matter what, even against teams that don't have a chamber. Just so that I can see it. Huge 1v1. What's the actual money on this? Honestly, both these teams are going to be able to squeeze out a buy.
Absolutely has a huge advantage because Izu has no idea about the sound right now. He's deaf.
10 seconds left.
They're just playing for the time. Jesse, he expects the wraparound. He sees him.
That is great info, but Jesse on 5 health, and down he will go. Izu barely able to hold on to that round.
Yeah,
but again, that
this one was
full buys
close.
versus 3 half armors and shares.
Yeah, I mean, in theory,
Minty Myra, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate it.
Team Secret, but obviously them also sending their Nightfall, it starts to feel a bit iffy. You thought you had a chance to win it, so you're sending that ultimate. I don't blame that at all. I mean, good picks as well, good trades. Sure, the Nightfall comes out from Carpe, but Borkum knows that his paranoia should have hit as well, so he just
Astra 5th star backer is too much,
site,
dude.
opens things up, trades back and forth. So if you're a Secret fan,
so much
obviously
Astra.
Secret, okay, the trading, etc., that seems a lot better. But the decision-making still, you know, we haven't seen anything
chamber
too different
we got a
yet,
lot of
from their
ults
past
coming
styles. I
out.
really
Chamber
like to
ult,
consider that
Killjoy
Secret, no matter what
ult,
type of
Raze
composition
ult.
they're playing, they're much more of a control-type team, where they will always wait for
And they
the
decide to
opponents,
go
and just
aggro,
like
and
this,
it's 2-on-2 aggro, trying to force them into the chamber. Do they check NDG? Yes, they do.
And they're going to pick up 3 kills themselves as out comes T1 and absolutely
I mean, that was nice from T1 though.
Aggressive from the defense.
Some shots were hit at the end here, but that was really nice.
I mean, every team does this.
Yeah,
it's
this
never
was cool, and I
alone.
wonder
It's
if this is
always
just
with
a set.
It's always
I mean, it's
bitch.
obviously a set strat, and I wonder if
just
it's
felt
like
Secret, they didn't
because of
expect this at
ults. I'm
all.
not
I mean, they were
entirely
not
sure.
positioned to
Like it
react
could be because
to
of the chamber ult, could be because of the
Like you
Raze
said,
ult.
they just get swarmed
Either way, it
from
was
mid,
nice.
and
This
the
guy
members over on
here
the A default were not in
had to
place
swing here and help his
Meanwhile,
teammate.
T1, great timing, right? They're coming off back into a
But
bye.
they all needed to
T1
react
breaking
a
the economy
little
again,
bit
once
better
again,
for
an
this
absolute
one.
variety pack with a couple Stingers, Bulldog. They're even going to buy 2 Spectres, so really trying to make sure they can pick up the momentum again
That
here.
great nade Teva, Invy's dead.
Oh man, the paint shells
Dude, it feels like
feels like
T1 nade Teva is actually the best out of every team we watch. Their timing of the rubble one is the best that I've seen, and yeah, now we've seen them get kills over towards door.
Coming out from the side of Team Secret, not half bad. Gonna tie things up 2-2.
T1 still wanting to...
Oh.
Spots the elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't ever give him that second chance.
Nice cleanup, good
clean.
comms
And the
coming
other
in,
thing
knowing
is
that you can switch to the
usually known for,
Sheriff
like,
as
the
well.
early round 3 op buys, things like that. But here, just because of the economy, it took a while, and I think Secret started to
Team Secret's,
forget a little bit.
I would
about
like
how
to
you
see
wanna
Team
play against
Secret
a
maybe
potential operator. They weren't
relax
really
a
expecting
little
it on
bit.
that
Okay, they're
round-
going to close
round
timeout.
7.
Okay. Then they definitely need to. Just like a 10-second
We did
default at the
see,
moment.
Pretty aggressive push from the side of Team Secret out of Rubble, but then Excurate makes things pretty simple at the end. This time he's not missing, and he's even singing. And that is going to get a timeout out of Team Secret.
Yeah,
it was a little
feels
bit.
like Warbirds
Was a
probably
little bit
just
committed,
heard
but I
things
think you
in
can
the
go
comms where they were
aggro
like,
A
okay,
against
they
it.
still have a
They
good
had
flow
numbers at
chart
least.
in mind round to round. They had certain defaults that they wanted to start with, but T1 is now just one step ahead of him every single time. And this is the thing about T1. I mean, they are a team that has always wished to play very aggro, right? They always look like they want to play like Paper X, and sometimes
Was it like
they
Costume?
do.
Costume was
So when
fun,
a
dude.
fight happens, you
I
can't
found myself
imagine
again,
that it's just one
I
or
get a
two
little
people.
bit
Like,
distracted
T1's just
for
gonna
sure.
funnel in, maybe to their
It
own
is fun.
demise sometimes. And I think Secret, if they wait a bit more patiently, if their default's a bit sturdier, sure, it could be to their benefit. But right now, strategically, T1 having the read one step ahead. So curious to see what comes out of this timeout. Because so far, it's always been Mount
Is it
first
time
and
to
Rubble.
buff
So,
ISO?
the obvious
Yeah,
change would
that's going to be in
hit
that
Rubble
patch.
first, right? Try to take that control a bit more. You saw the set utility come out in that
That'll
previous
be in
round.
that patch.
Avoid it. Either wait for it or go for a double blast back immediately to get past it onto Rubble.
After Shanghai patch.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be in
I
there.
think after 5
Okay, Odin
rounds in a
comes
row,
out, Op comes out, and
Warbirds
Odin
has to
is
step
over
in and
towards
say,
C.
okay,
Op
this is
over
not
towards
what we
B.
practiced, guys. We
Aggro
gotta
A
be
for an
even better
aggro
with this
A.
one.
It's a read here from T1. They send the paint shells right in. They know.
Nade
They know
Teva,
the
I told you,
adjustment's
their
gonna be
Nade
to get-
Tevas
try to
are
get
better
past
than
the
everyone
utility, and
else's.
it's
They're
just a
timing
switch
over
up.
towards Mount.
Oh, that I mean, that hurts. It's one of those things where it's just a straight rock, paper, scissors when it comes to Lotus.
Yeah. I mean, early rounds, T1 looked
This
a
is
little bit nervous,
really
but
risky
now,
from Saya.
They just look in total control. I mean, they are reading every single angle. They are so far ahead of Team Secret in these last bunch of rounds. This is from the defense side of Lotus. It is T1's map pick.
Sure.
But, I mean, Team Secret, they've played this map a lot. They should be ready for stuff like this. They should have had the preparation, but we're just not seeing it just yet. And T1 absolutely looking pretty strong as Rossi's going to get the
It's
info
good info.
from C
Okay, so they
as
insert
well.
one over towards A. They prod over
Little
towards
pushes
C.
coming in.
Take C mound control.
Just a snake bite and an Odin. He doesn't, yeah, he has a poison cloud up on the
In
side
return,
as
there's
well,
a
just
reaction
bit
for
of a
them to get
one-way.
info
Borkham's
over
gonna
towards A.
continue to be a menace over on A, so the backup's not here yet.
Yeah,
but
now they
T1
just
has
send
a
it 'cause
read,
they
right?
see
It was just
2
someone
extra
on the other side
people.
from the shadows here for backup as well.
Omen ult his
Rossi knows that they've gone
fast
through,
here.
and the Odin, only good for one.
Tell you what, the
Yeah, only
Odin's
good
pretty
for
strong
one
at that
now.
angle. If you
Yuzu
take a tighter
on the back of
angle,
the site.
there's like both
So know
the walls
exactly
there.
where
It's
they
really,
are.
really
Envy
strong.
with the quick one.
Bro,
Carpe
Envy's
only
making this
on 7
doable.
health, and now the pit's going to come down as well.
Don't massively like the
on top of
ult.
this plan,
It gives
so
them a lot of
chance here
freedom,
for Team
but
Secret.
depends how they play
T1.
around it.
They've already snuck Excurit in. Does Team Secret read this at all? But this is, I mean, this is so difficult, right? I mean, you're already on low health. The decay doesn't help either. Sure, the spike's right outside. Maybe you could try to go for a tap from one side, but the barrel will be shown.
Oh, the miss there, but Excurit. And he's not quite
Nice,
gonna
he's
get
done
it
a huge
done. So
round
Team
for
Secret,
Envy
they
here.
get onto the C site.
They want to pick
put
up the
down a
op.
hit, and they barely
Yes,
hold
they
on,
do.
so
Attack op, right?
it's a win after a timeout. Team Secret, I suppose they can be happy with that.
Does ISO need a rework or
Close
just a
rounds.
buff? Nah,
Yeah,
just a
and
buff.
I'm seeing,
It would make
you know,
sense to
that
be able to
round,
stop the
not
wall.
just because Secret won, but
And
we're
then it's
seeing
like
some,
pretty- then
similar
it's
things
actually
that used to
kinda-
play T1 before,
Then it has a
that
lot of use
it
cases.
doesn't seem like all players are exactly on board with the tempo they want to play, right? Some players
There's a
are still
world
like,
where
hey,
stopping the
Secret
wall
might
is
play
too
slow, they
strong,
might come B, we should
depending
keep
on
an
what
eye
they do
that.
to some of the
And
other
then
agents.
players are like, well, he's got the Odin on the side, I'm going to go to back him up, but now you're going in 1-by-1, giving them this opportunity to fight 1v1. And
Okay, so Jeremy wanted the op.
See if that gets cleaned up, but now Team Secret, they'll return with their own operator pickup as well, obviously picking that up in that previous round.
Gotta start
their
looking over
opponents.
towards here. Low money.
Yeah.
Low money for
slowly
everyone.
but
Big,
surely
big
had
rounds.
to pick this operator up, as Achilles was talking about on the desk earlier with Dubstep leaving the team, and Jeremy having to fill that spot. As here's Carpe saying hello, and he is going to win that trade and gets out
Lovely
that
setup
as
from him.
well.
I like the double
beautiful.
pass and
That's
disrespecting
just
the wall. It's good. It works
101,
both
the
ways,
bait
right?
and
They either get
switch.
2 kills
Oh,
potentially
man.
from pushing early, or you're going to
Envy
get
that
1
looked
for a reaction.
extremely clean.
But you also have that
And
rifle
the
here
rest of
that can
Team
shoot the
Secret,
Prowler.
the
It's going to push the chamber off the angle.
Kind of
And then
fragmented up. Here
the
we
rifle
still
can shoot
have
the Prowler, and then
Jesse
the
back
op
at
they have no
spawn.
idea
We have a
about.
couple of guys pushing through the revolving
Love that
door.
extra. Dude, I kind of been really
Just trying to look for
enjoying
picks
T1's
here.
buy
Yeah,
rounds at the
Extura's
moment.
movement is so good, right? He
Like the
pushes all
big
way
buy
out of
rounds,
Rumble while they
T1
get
doing
contact on
great.
C.
We had the double
And
push
after a few
here into the
seconds, when
chamber over
rotation could
towards
have
A.
happened, he now
I was
backs
on a
out,
big buy
and
round.
they
We have this
start
one
to
here, the
hold
double
close
push
on
close
C
A.
again, just in case it's an audio cut and a lurk. Jesse has
30
crept in by
seconds left.
crouching through. Might be able to get a jump surprise, but this default is so well
Great,
spread
just doing
out
a
from
silent
T1 so
jump as
far.
well, so this guy doesn't hear him.
Oh, the timing is perfect from Carpe.
Yeah. He definitely got a pretty good read. Heard some stuff, but Jeremy's going to hit that op shot.
And this is a setup for Jesse. Like, he snuck in through A. I mean, sure, you might get kills,
Keep
but
an eye on
Jesse's
Jesse, man.
through.
Jesse's
As
going
Jesse
for it.
is on the A side, and now
Oh,
T1
no.
a
Oh
little
man,
bit
it's such
out
a
of
doable round. They
position,
got
as that's
double
going to
ults.
be Nice little kill picked up
Oh.
here by Jeremy.
Oh, that's massive. I mean, no audio. Then the showstopper, but I mean,
Whoa, okay.
A
I mean,
little bit crazy.
they knew it
So I
was
think
an
the
isolated
idea was that you're gonna
1v1,
deafen them,
and
you
they
get
kind of
the
just
tag
took their
on two,
chances.
And then the showstopper just to really scare them since Jesse Vash is alone.
That one
So
fell
still get that
apart
cue that the ult was
fast. Shout out
activated,
to
just
the
have no
two
idea
that got the
where.
timing over
So
towards B.
overall, I mean, Team Secret trying
What was
to make
everyone
sure
else
that they're
doing when this was
going into
going
the
on?
next round with all
My
the safety possible.
question.
Either way, not needed though.
Yeah, you could see they were totally caught with their pants down, and it was a bit confusing for the side of T1. They scramble, and Team Secret don't even need that showstopper. Easy lineup there. As Jeremy has a nice round. And Team Secret are
That
right
might
back
be true
in
as well,
this. I
Theo,
mean,
to be
5
honest.
to 4,
Does feel
couple
like
of
that.
rounds in a row for them, and here's the one way as trying to
Okay, so
control
the big
mounts
swing
now.
rounds.
Secret trying to push out of B.
It feels like at the
Trying to
moment,
get aggressive once
T1
again.
I've been enjoying their rounds more. Team Secret is kind of just individuals bailing them out. That is an absolute shot. And that is 2 guns down.
I mean, listen, I don't blame him. This time they
Instant reaction over
right?
towards
Instead
Chamber.
Of just sending the raise in. But T1's ready for it.
Yeah, they were super ready for it. Now Excurate even going to get a nice kill. And look at the spike positioning as well.
Yeah, he's right just sitting on the spike.
As it is going to be revolved once again, but Envy trying to take these trades instead. NDG now the last person left alive.
And they know. I mean, Mountain's empty. Spike's here. I mean, NDG's been good with his shots. I'll give that to him.
Ooh. Nice try, but at the end of the day, it is T1's
This
round,
one's all over the place. Okay, with this round, though, on the double upgrades.
They stopped the flood onto the C site with flying colors. I think
didn't get one over towards Sire, but
a judge kill. So
I mean, they should be okay to buy for us.
Entry, you could say, on the C.
Yeah, that's just patient right there as well. After the paranoia, knowing that you haven't been spotted because of that vision block.
I'm not scared, bro. Yo. Guys,
Rossi?
we are the better team.
Trying to hype him up, but trying to keep the energy a little bit calmer.
The big round to win as well, that'll definitely...
I think they've realized that they're not in a spot to celebrate.
If they want to set the Chamber up again over towards A, and it's going to work well.
So far.
Yeah. It is
the Chamber's going to get to this angle, double rotate over towards B. They got the strip early.
Okay.
Depending on the situation.
I mean, this should be 7, straight up.
And Rossi has been fantastic at that.
Yeah, you got to know which vibe to sell at the right time. Yeah. I like that.
He's got a lot of different vibes in his wares, in his store. But so far, it's kind of been the calm, cool, collected. Okay, you know, they came out fast, but we're better than them, you know, that kind of energy. And so far, T1 have proved it just slightly with the lead here. I think 6 rounds.
He put his trip there, but it's out of position with him, eh?
Saya looking to push. He's going to miss everything. That is going to be the
They had it higher, lower.
But with this wall up and a kill from Excurate, still looking good for the side of T1, and on the opposite side of the door, it's going all T1, as they will be able to clean them up here.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're all fighting together. The Fatal was big, right? Fatal hit 4. With that info, they tried to take a bit of timing over towards here. I've enjoyed the T1 have been switching up all their chamber setups. Pretty much been different every single round.
Even though you only tag Carpe, Secret, you can tell the comms break down a little bit, right? Are we going in to punish him? Are we not? We're all damaged, right? The decay's there. Look at their health bars. If they go through that toxic screen, it's bad. Envy's then trying to regroup, like maybe we are charging through B. He gets caught, then the extra paranoia. And on T1 side, the backup's very timely. It's not too early, right? They're still waiting to see because they don't want to end up going in one by one after Carpe dies. So now
I mean, I guess this was always going to...
going in front of Rubble, and that's always going
to be T1's map to...
You can't get a read on the skill util timings.
When this is 4 and you want a pistol, like it is.
And just make sure you're winning the duel.
And you're on the easier side.
Skill for him.
I say you're on the easier side. T1 always bang out defense because of the chamber.
More stuff like that as NDG, he's going to drop down right at the worst time. Easy going to get the benefit of that one. But this push is coming in from the side of Team Secret. And nobody is over here from the side of T1. So will be a free plant onto A.
Jeremy going to try to hide himself up in heaven. The post plant, very much just in the site, right? Sure, you have tree. And the spike is somewhat positioned for that crossfire, but T1 is going to have to clear out everything. And from the shadows, that's just to make sure that they're wasting more time clearing every single corner, worried about the lurk.
There's just so many angles to clear here, and Envy at Tree's going to pick up 2 as they try to come through the door. Envy not expecting the third person.
And he gets the info with the low HP, that's kind of nice.
Still pretty late here. Izu's going to have to pull off the miracle at this point. Down
it's a lovely double swing.
7-5.
I mean, T1 will... Whoa! Oh my god, I thought I did it again. The time would have been done anyway, it's fine. Don't even need to worry. Dude, T1 will be so happy with this.
I mean, considering how it started, I think the 5 rounds doesn't feel so bad for Secret, right? You were down 2-5. Obviously, yeah, on the attack you would have wanted more rounds, but how does it go? I believe it was the famous Razzie Binks over from the Philippines saying, oh, we are defense side specialists. It did not work out for them against Talon.
I think if Riot rework ISO, give them a dive, nah, I think they're trying to, I don't know, I feel like they're trying to move away from dive agents at the moment. I think they realize they're hard to balance because they're so strong.
To make sure they always fall into a trap, you know, the unforced errors just happen from them, and then we can punish it.
I love that sign. This sign may be better. Excurate, can I have your number, please? A couple of hearts there.
Yeah, we got to make sure Excurate sees that. at least need a definitive answer. You can't leave them hanging, you know? If you're going to say no, you got to just say no.
Well, you can always come down.
Whenever the raise enough will be, I'm not sure,
after
man.
the games, always a lot of fans waiting.
Yeah.
So that might be a good opportunity.
Fan meets as well. You know, some of the teams are organizing it right outside. You have the fan sign wall
Fruit,
and everything.
thank you so much, Fruit.
But you know, for one of these teams, they're
Thank
not
you.
going to have an
Appreciate the
opportunity after
22
today,
months.
so
Appreciate
we'll see
everything
if
you
they
do
can
for me as well,
survive.
man.
Yeah, the first sign.
Prodigy as well. Holy hell, the mods are coming in.
Like
You both got the 22 months. Why is this timed so well together? What's going on? You two on a Discord or something?
But it's a
Thanks
very
so much,
extreme
UT, man.
one, I
Appreciate you
would
both.
say.
Yeah. Well, gotta get the job done in one way or another, I guess, in Valorant.
Yeah, you've got the 3 half armors. You know, still the double blast back as well. So T1 looking for a side
Could be a
execute.
good
same
raise
as,
ult to
but
not
they're just
completely
gonna
break
feed
her.
him the frenzy. Rossi
Yeah, that one's
just gonna
hard.
selfishly
There's one
buy up
satchel,
to
she's
the
done.
sheriff here for a little bit extra firepower.
Yeah. Remember, I was talking about. Oh, wait.
So it has to be like more damage.
Aggressive. I was talking about how, you know, some early misses not going to mean too much. Xcuriat's on top, but here comes Saya on top of B, and Carper's going to get that first one. A couple of trades back as here is Xcuriat. Picks up another one.
What you got? Oh
man,
my
Rossi
goodness, I
as
wasn't even
well
expecting
from
that
the
one. I
middle
thought
of
Rossi
B
was on
is
like 10
just
HP. I didn't
picking
think he was
people
going
off
to swing.
one by one. And now Jeremy is alone.
Respect.
Yeah, Jeremy looking for the wraparound.
Could be a
Does
1-1
take
pistol.
The bulk of that damage though from the pink shells, I
Viz,
believe,
Viz
so.
47, thank you so much,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, they're going to expect it, right? With the
Viz,
timing, the
with
fact
the
that he doesn't die to
5
the pink
gifted
shells,
as
you're
well.
expecting
Chat, you
the
know what to
wraparound.
do.
It looks
Let's
like
get
they're
some
reading, okay, it
slug
has to be
Oilers
from
in.
the defender spawn. But if not, they're both going to be on that side, so they only have to look towards B main. It's good
Thank you
positioning
so
once
much, man.
again
Appreciate that.
from T1
Chat,
overall
spam
based
some
on
slug
their
Oilers for the
reads.
5
They don't
gifted.
even
Thank
have
you
to
so much,
necessarily
Viz.
check the site. They just have to make sure that they're not getting wrapped around on too easily.
The T1 playing this well, though.
Should be ready to pull back in.
Does he try and take some map control before he touches the spike?
Soon enough. Xcuriat looking for the peak early on. There's the tap on the spike, and Jeremy's just not looking the right way. So T1 gonna pick up the pistol here from the attacker side.
All right, so 1 pistol each. See if T1 can convert it into the anti-eco as well. Obviously, those early 2 rounds really saving TS from a bit more.
Raise satchels, not move your opponents.
Clean shots from Rossi.
I kind of like that, honestly,
well.
because it does help you win some duels. It does help you.
All right, selfish or not, the sheriff
does
was right
help
by
you.
him, that's for
Yo,
sure.
my deagle is too. I'm sorry, bro. My deagle is too nice.
It does.
He's right.
He's right.
It does stop the plant as
It
well
really just feels
sometimes.
like we're watching a Rossi stream today.
That could be like the
He's
only
got
one
the
that's
vibes
maybe
for
okay.
himself,
To be honest.
And he's feeling pretty good about
We'll see.
his
They'll probably
position
just
here.
lower the damage of the
T1
nade
taking
again.
the
That seems to be
lead
the
in
main
a
thing that they do
big
to this
way.
agent.
And it's their map pick. It's attack on Lotus. You gotta like the momentum they have at this point in time.
Yeah, for Secret, I mean, it's just about making sure that your prep is good. Jeremy, that's a good
Holy
timing there.
guys.
Gets 2 and the reload, it doesn't matter.
Oh
Warp is
my
right
god,
there.
they just got
I mean, it
dismantled
takes
by a
T1
double
so
setup
long
with
to realize where
classics.
Jeremy's coming from.
Well, that's a
Well,
3 with all 5 people alive.
That's what happens when you don't have the
You know, I
human
was thinking to
drone
myself-
and you
yeah, I
don't
was
check
thinking to
places
myself,
out
like,
and you just
oh, the
send
statement
it
I just
into
made about
door.
hopefully they convert the anti-eco. That's a stupid statement because usually you always do. But okay, there was a reason why I said it apparently.
Yeah, maybe too many vibes. I mean, they kind of just sent it into
Yeah,
tree
you gotta
and
feel
they
it
said,
out
okay,
a
well,
bit
we
more
have the
than
better guns.
this.
We should be able to win this.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't.
I mean, let's look at this because
Prowler goes
sure,
in,
the
they
first
see
guy
the
fine,
one-way,
the one-way blooms just in time, but the
and they
reaction, I mean, Jeremy's
commit
very clean with it
4
as well.
people
It
to
does
a
look like
one-way,
Saya
a
tries to turn as
wall,
fast
and a
as possible
Prowler's
as
gone
soon
in,
as
and the
you
Prowler
realize
hasn't
what
even had a
happened, but
chance to
Jeremy's
check
just
if
good with
anyone's
it.
there.
Xcuriat past the one-way though. Yeah, you need things like this. It's a rough one because you only have the headhunter, but the chamber needs to challenge and at
Well,
least make
it's
sure
double
that
good
the
start
defenders
for Team
don't have
Secret.
space for free.
And now T1 grouped up here outside of C, trying to get in, but there's a nice setup already from the side of Team Secret, and it's an easy spray down from Envy, who already has an AK at this position. So now T1.
Prowler went so wide. I just feel like they went so early anyway that it's like,
He's going to go down as well.
it felt like the call to
Scarface is
commit
gonna
had already
try
happened
to find a
anyway.
way to go down pretty lightly.
Yeah, that's like the most you can hope for, and it's not looking great with the Poison Cloud and a Han behind him.
Well, he's going to get shot in the back. Team Secret, a very obvious victory after that one. It's a couple of flawless rounds in a row. It was a thrifty, but also nobody died in the last round, and then in this one as well.
This is pretty rough because we always say that, obviously, if you lose a pistol, it's rough, but then if you're able to thrifty the anti-eco, it's actually more economic damage.
Yeah, and their attack's been a little bit off sometimes.
Invested, you can even get free upgrades. But we did see
their attack, when I've watched it, seems a lot based around Excret
right
op
before,
picks.
Excret does go into that operator buy. So
there we go.
Sure that they've saved up for it. Sure, it's a half armor. But now it's about positioning Excret up for success, right?
Team Secret should know this, so they're going to give him any kills.
He has to be the one who ties up Secret's push-outs. And look at this utility investment to make sure they get the orb. That brings the showstopper. I mean, retakes are all online now for Secret.
Yeah, he's going to have a really nice opportunity and a good team play to just get him in position to pick up that orb. And the rest of T1, as we know, are going to be pushing into A. As the toxic screen does come up.
Now, this is a very risky position for NDG, but it's just off of the alarm, and he can't land it because of the blast-pack setup.
Ooh, he needs to go bigger than that.
He's going to swarm the site and take down everybody who was defending it. And now, with 4 players available, are they going to invest a showstopper to try to 2v4 clutch this one?
I don't know about the showstopper. If they get 1 kill, maybe, but the op's just going to shut that down. Now, Jeremy, his only mission is to take away this op. Okay.
Well, he's going to kill the op holder.
I mean, going for it is fine here. That's one.
He's going to try for it. Izu, it's just, yeah, he's trying to reload, and there's just too many angles.
All right, but they kind of use this one as a bonus anyway.
T1 on the attack, picking up a round, and
there is that. They did enough damage that it means that 2 people have to buy out.
You couldn't quite take it away fully.
And I think this is a big round, and they didn't use any ults at least, so.
Just like running away with the op, I think that's fine, right?
What is that?
Rounds ahead in economy thanks to that thrifty
it's
earlier.
the kill because the satchel boosted him into him.
Even more damage, things like that. But the reload in a tough spot.
Yeah, Carpe.
You think with the Viper's Cypher nerfs, the game will become a little bit more attack-sided?
Trying to keep calm.
I mean, I think the Riot think that. That's probably why the Duelist patch is coming in soon.
Not sure about that one, friend. And there is
yeah, I think you're on board with it as well.
Back. And that's going to be a big lead now for the side of T1. But Jeremy,
that is a huge kill, man. I thought X-Ray would be getting that. Now it's kind of open. Team Secret go aggro, even though they have A control.
And then they push out of Mound.
Oh, that's a good bait though.
Envy in as well. I mean, you hear the shot from Mound.
Does feel like Team Secret have pretty good reads on how T1 play this though.
And he's not leading. That's the important part. Envy's not on his own. They're still going to check for it, I believe, with the Prowler.
What?
Oh, well, now they know for sure.
Now they know for sure, and Rossi's going to get that shot, and 3 people
what?
At the same
Dude,
time.
the Prowler wasn't even around the corner.
And they cleaned that up excellently. Nobody else is here on C, and should be a free plant for T1.
Jesse Vash is early, but his teammate isn't.
I would be furious if I was this guy. The Prowler's not even around the corner. It's going up and over.
It's rough, but I like the idea of it. If you can dwindle it down, get a surprise 2 kill, you know, it's the 1v2.
Yeah, just had to hit the shots as Jeremy is going to get his paint shells back, and now
Silent Barfor is just
he is going to
climbs over walls
as he is trying to wrap around from
has
the left
wall
side.
Hacks.
And down he goes, easy on top of the box.
That, I mean, that's a nice round, but I would be a little bit.
So I really like that Secret.
Man, I'll
they
be
don't
pissed.
shy away from the operator. They say, okay, it's a double stack over by A. Let's make sure we punish this because otherwise we're just going to have to play scared. So they go and they actually get the kill. They regain control of Rubble. And then off of that, they back off because now T1 has to re-clear Rubble. They push out a Mound. Like, overall, the macro is very good from Team Secret. But that one darned Prowler, it just ruins everything.
How are you meant to shoot that?
Check from T1.
How are you? Imagine your pre-aims here, right? You know you can shoot the Prowler, you can aim a little bit up. The Prowler goes above you. You have to look straight up and then look down. That is busted, dude.
He's not going to hit it. Just taking a bit of damage to make that play possible, but just not going to kill for his troubles.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
Doesn't land it, but you still got the Nightfall here for T1. So if you can just continue to make sure that at least one guy, if not 2, are tied up by Rubble, then the Nightfall into C, it's a pretty easy idea. Trying to see if there's a reaction. I love that they're constantly fishing. They just want to know for sure, is there an investment in the site?
So just spraying every angle he knows, and might just He's going to try to take down the turret. There's a Prowler as well. Definitely getting a lot of utility out of this. And making a lot of noise.
C default, the problem is, we've done a C default. We haven't pressured early B, and we haven't got out A, and there's 40 seconds left.
The Prowler comes out
Wherever they commit to now, you would imagine they're actually committing, which is why Jeremy's absolutely sending it.
He's only gonna get one, though,
he gets one, but he gets info. That's the thing, that he gets info, and it's like, well, it's pretty obvious there's not a C unless they literally hear him going in. The fatal, you know it's over towards here, and they have a Viper Molly.
Also on the back of the site, but Envy on the other side of the toxic screen, and Izu's positioning is perfect.
That Omen flash, Izu might have just won him this. Oh my god, Izu won him this round.
Another one, as they cannot clear out this Omen.
That is incredible Omen ult. Sticks it, just the guy in the side. Flash on top as well to kill the guy spawn.
Okay. Borkum gets one.
Hey, what a round from Izu, dude.
Picks up a massive round for the team at 3K, and they just could not figure out what to do with Izu on that site.
Yeah, and this was one of my concerns, right? If you allow T1 to play on their favorite comfort pick of Lotus, and let's say it goes to a map 3, it's still another map that T1 doesn't mind, and especially these are maps where Izu pops off. As much as I'm one of those guys who had high hopes for Izu, he's still been a little shaky, depending on the agent he plays, and you're allowing him to go into these comfort roles where he knows that he can clutch up. I mean, it's starting to look risky because you can't ante against that. You can't ante against clutch moments like that where one guy just holds the entire control over a site.
Yeah, I think that's right, Square. I don't know if they know about it, to be honest.
He's like, okay, I'm going to stop them if they try to cross the toxic screen, and maybe just the communication not there after the fact, after Izu gets the first kill,
Izu
the
has,
fact that he got so much value.
Izu has some mad potential.
Kind of insane. And now T1, they forced the second time out.
Just consistency, really.
A couple of rounds away from taking down this first map.
Hard to be consistent though when you see him do a lot of mad rounds.
The thing is overall,
you might get him on Yoru as well.
Right, Team Secret, they know that they might have been pushed away from Mount, so the Showstopper comes out. You know that they're going to be forced for time. They have to start making a decision. Envy was still holding Baby Door, things like that. So it's not like the default positioning was bad, but they're not accounting for the curveballs that are possible. You're not accounting to potentially even losing some of these duels. And off of that timeout, T1 says, let's just meet him, right? If it's a rubble push, we're here to fight it. There's nobody home.
And they decide to go for their own version of the aggro, but instead of it being 2-2, it's 3-2. And that means that they got no one over towards A. And it looks like T1 kind of knows that. They pop the ult, this skill that no one can fast flood in.
Not going to get any value, though. I mean, he's just going to fire it off here.
And he got the Prowler.
Prowler or something on the back of the site, but T1 should be able to get this
plant. Good plant, not against the wall, so a little bit harder to spam.
The pit is what they're relying on, right? That's why the death ball comes through, and you expect after a timeout, it's either a rubble push or a mound push, so it's a good read so far. What can Secret do to break through this?
NDG trying to push on in, trade of 2 for 2 now. Execute is going to go down, but T1 holding onto the pit for now, as Rossi has not gone down, but here's a Boombot to try to clear things out in the back of Tree.
Right, you know one guy's there. Snakebite lands, but not quite close enough. They know they have to push.
Rossi's molly kind of secures it.
It is
right?
1v1 now, as he is decayed down, and the one tap from the side of Rossi will take him down.
Okay, 5 chances, man. It's been relatively convincing, to be fair. Like we gotta say, Team Secret had a good start into both of this.
Right? It's one of two things. It's rubble or mount.
They won second rounds. Third round, first pistol, they won first pistol in the second round.
Let's just go fast into rubble. If they happen to be there, we
once
still
the
have
guns
5
come
members,
out,
we can trade through it. But if not, it's an easy site. You even use the Showstopper that way.
It's been pretty easy for
T1. Has to be empty. And the whole purpose, in hindsight, is that the Showstopper opens up the Viper's Pit, right? It might not get a kill, but it makes the Viper's Pit absolutely safe.
And now, T1 getting aggressive once again. The Pit this time coming out from the side of Team Secret, rather, on the C site. As is pretty standard. Going to force T1 to potentially push into a big setup here.
I'm kind of surprised. T1 have looked like
T1,
really
again,
good on Lotus,
trademark, right?
like consistently feels like one of their best maps. I'm surprised not more teams in other regions have lent heavier on a chamber. Pretty much just T1 and Zeta at the moment.
No.
Who's just gonna no-scope him in the face. And T1 looks like they're going to put the cap on this map, potentially. Only 2 guys left here on the side of Team Secret, and Execute really going to pick up a second one. Gets the kill. Finishes
solid map from them.
Through the wall, in the leg, rather. And Envy is alone. He does pick up 2.
Yeah, it's Envy. You do have to respect him a little bit.
How many teams have the Lazar and Execute? That's also true. I'll give you that.
He's going to go up against 2, and down he goes. T1, a dominant win here on the first map
very
of
convincing.
Lotus, 13-7.
Yeah,
Ewok, hello, mate.
How
you doing, man?
And overall, I think the defaults
Thank you for the 7 months, bro. Appreciate the tier 1.
The team seems to be a lot more on the same page on how aggro they want to play.
It's a shame to miss playoffs, but the last performance